Oh, this is a video to say I know pretty much everything. I think I know everything. Honestly, at least I know what I want to know. I feel like I know everything. I feel like my mind is sort of like this amazing artificial intelligence, and then all you have to do is read a lot and discover new things on the internet. So that's how you learn, right? But my mind is a genius mind. I'm very smart. I will say, I know with 100% certainty I'm smarter than a supercomputer. But what it is that I think about, I shall write in my book, Neuristic Thoughts, that I'm working on. However, it seems like most of what I do is philosophize all day long by talking to myself, listen to music, spend a lot of time rotting in bed, smoke 30 cigarettes a day and drink 20 cups of coffee a day. Instant coffee, it's a very low dose of coffee. It's not strong coffee. And then I'm always in pain, so I take Excedrin pills because I'm always in pain. And I'm just so fucking smart. And I know how to speak 8 languages of Nor. And I've already spoken those in another video. You can see my demonstration. And I like making videos because I like to talk. Apparently I like to talk so much that I've made 300 videos so far. Also, I'm sort of like an internet troll, yet I'm also like just really hardcore. But sometimes my schizophrenia gets a little bit out of hand and I become like really fucking paranoid. I get like really fucking paranoid sometimes. But I believe I'm actually experiencing undeniable solipsism. Now, to the outside observer, what they're seeing is the physical body of a non-human. But what's going on the inside is a solipsism. And they will state, oh, there is no such thing that you could be solipsistic, when they are not aware what is going on in my mind. And saying that there is nothing outside my body, only objects and people pervading the objects are human beings. And they are conscious, but they are not solipsistic like me. And solipsism is something that only artist Neural, who made harsh noise music, was on a record label called Solipsism or something, and saying, my YouTube page is broken, it won't recommend me any new videos. For the last 2 years, it's been recommending me the same videos every time I go to the front page, so I haven't been able to function with YouTube, man. Even on any account, on any device, it doesn't work. And also, well, it's important to know that there's someone who's not a human on the earth, and I've said this many times. Also, something I'm doing, that despite my voice, it is the voice of a dragon, and a voice very deep, but also of a woman, and something like that. I'm saying, like, I've decided I'll never be a man, since the cruel reality of the situation is that my body is actually female despite looking like a man, so therefore I can never be a man, which is sad, since I am a woman with gender dysphoria, so I'll never be a man. But I can always pass as a man, and that's what I do. When I go in public, I dress as a man. But when I'm alone, I dress as a woman. But when I go in public, I dress as a man. I could pass, but it seems to confuse me. When I dress like a man, I always think about the fact that I'm a woman. and that I'll never be a man. And that's actually what's going on in my head. Also saying that by introspection I am so intelligent, it's unbelievable. But Lain Iwakura was a woman, wasn't she? And that is what I'm experiencing in my mind. While going through something, not only always tripping, but experiencing things by my schizophrenia that are beautiful or poetic. And saying, yes, I realize I was Lain Iwakura. And I know that Lain Iwakura is inside me. And I am Lain Iwakura. And people aren't aware of this, or not even aware, my thoughts are jade less of myself and words I speak are of a rhythm. There's a certain rhythm about my words that people do not understand. And saying, oh my god, I know hardcore things, smoking crack rock. But I said to myself, I will not smoke crack rock since I don't want to die. I've already done that before. I say, I was out there in the streets with all the people in the streets smoking rock one night, and then I decided, no, I won't smoke any more crack rock. Since I don't want to fucking die, I also made a promise to someone I wouldn't smoke. And I have lots of tattoos, not just on my face, but on other parts of my body. And there's so much I have to tell you, but that's what my book Neuristic Thoughts is for. A book on my philosophy and a book on also Kichi, which would be The Ends of Space, my other book. And that will never be written, most likely, unless I do a significant studying of history, which probably won't happen, since as it stands, I'm struggling with my addictions to these cigarettes and coffee. So it seems like I just can't seem to get to the point where, yes, I've already smoked crack. I was in the streets. I wasn't doing it every day. I've done it a few times, but I know all about it. And I'm saying, like, I have a very philosophizing about crack. And I will say, no, I will not smoke crack since I don't want to fucking die. I've already done that before. I was risking my life. Even though it's very rare that you might die, it's still a possibility. And I said, no, I don't want to smoke crack. But I've decided that what's more important to me is actually studying, and one, also I have to get a driver's license because I've never learned how to drive. Probably because I was doing drugs for so many years that I never actually developed any significant life skills. But you're only 26 and you're very capable of many things. I'm always working. You have to understand that I work 24/7. Oh, non-stop am I working and always talking to myself, trying to figure things out. I'm always working and there always seems to be a purpose to what I'm doing. I'm never bored since I'm always figuring things out and listening to music and whatnot, or watching movies or doing something. But saying also I discovered that I know everything about the internet, at least all there is to know on the surface or on some kind of level. Saying also I've philosophized about Serial Experiments Lain and know all about Serial Experiments Lain in the past when I had rewatched it many times and seen it once in 2016. Like the tattoo on my face that says SEL 2016 and IDM, SEL being Serial Experiments Lain. And saying what? Is there not enough evidence that I can provide for you when I have provided not only but 300 videos, probably 400, but the 100 of them were deleted? And saying yes, this is but a fleeting moment, but I am a real person, truly the most intelligent person in the universe. And I will provide for you my book Neuristic Thoughts at some point, should I also sit down and study once I can give up my addictions at some point, but I probably can't seem to give up my addictions because they're so fucking addictive. And I can't seem to get rid of it. Also, I was addicted to crack, and I always find myself fiending for it all the time ever since I smoked crack. But I decided, no, I will not smoke crack since I don't want to die, and I actually like my life as a sobriety person. A person of sobriety, and sobriety is a beautiful thing. Also saying that, no, I do shave my face since I'm trying to be dressed like a female when I'm alone, although, however, when I go out into public, I dress like a man. Since I don't want to be called a faggot and beaten up. Essentially, that's the reason I do that.